Words spoken by Amun Ra Herakti Atum, Lord of Karnak. O my beloved son of my body, the Lord of the two lands, Usur Ma'atura Setapenura, my heart is pleased with your monument. O good God, I am content with what you have done. I have given you my lifetime as king forever and ever. I have given you the victories of my strong arm, my strength, and my power, all foreign countries being under your sandals, forever and ever. I have given to you years of eternity, with life and dominion. Long live the good God, the image of Ra, protector of the one who is in Thebes, the Lord of the two lands, Usur Ma'atura Setapenura, the Lord of appearances, Ramses Meramun, given life like Ra, forever. Inscription of Ramses the Great from the Hypostyle Hall of Karnak. The temple complex of Karnak, with its first seeds of origin planted prior to and during the first years of the Middle Kingdom, was known by the name of Hatshepsut, most select of places, and dedicated to the local god Amun, whose name means Hidden One. It was rebuilt on a much grander scale during the early New Kingdom, and continually expanded by later pharaohs for over 1,000 years, at its core being the festival hall of Thutmose III, also known by its ancient name, Akhmenu, most splendid of monuments, with its colors still shining over 3,000 years later. Amongst its many other monuments that still stand today, two stand out amongst the ruins, reaching up to the cloudless horizon: the obelisk of Thutmose I and the obelisk of Hatshepsut, his daughter, nearby to it, as if the hands of father and daughter together, reaching up to touch the very sun itself. At the base of Hatshepsut's obelisk is carved a speech of the queen, a section of which reads as follows: I have done this with a loving heart, for my father Amun. Initiated in his secret of the beginning, acquainted with his beneficent might, I did not forget whatever he had ordained. My majesty knows his divinity. I acted under his command. It was he who led me. I did not plan a work without his doing. It was he who gave directions. I did not sleep because of his temple. I did not stray from what he commanded. My heart was Sia before my father. I entered into the plans of his heart. I did not turn my back to the city of the All-Lord. Rather did I turn my face to it. I know that Hatshepsut is the light land on earth, the august hill of the beginning, the sacred eye of the All-Lord, his favored place that bears his beauty, that gathers in his followers. It is the king himself who says, I declare before the folk who shall be in the future, who shall observe the monument I made for my father, who shall speak in discussion, who shall look to posterity. It was when I sat in the palace and thought of my maker that my heart led me to make for him two obelisks of electrum, whose summits would reach the heavens in the august hall of columns, between the two great portals of the king, the strong bull, King Akeper Kare, the Horus triumphant. Now my heart turns to and fro, in thinking what will the people say, they who shall see my monument in after years, and shall speak of what I have done.
The puppies and the mother.
When you are in the bark, mighty of prow, you appear beautifully, O Amun-Ra. Everyone gives praise to you, the whole land being in festival, while your eldest son, your firstborn, rows you to Opet. May you give him eternity as king of the two lands, and everlastingness consisting of years of peace. May you endow him with life, stability, and dominion, and establish him as a ruler of joy. May you reward him with millions and myriads of jubilees, namely your beloved son, whom you have placed upon your throne. He prepares your cult chapel, even as he has made festive your temple. May your hearts be pleased, O land of Egypt, at seeing Amun at rest in his Opet. Inscription from the Colonnade Hall of the Temple of Luxor. Luxor Temple, as it currently stands, was primarily built by Amenhotep III, son of Thutmose IV and father of Akhenaten, and is directly connected to Karnak by an avenue of sphinxes. Dedicated to the Theban triad, Amun, whose skin is often painted blue to represent fertility and primeval creation, his wife Mut, and their son Khonsu, the moon god. It was the site of the Opet festival, in which, during the season when the Nile flooded, the sacred statues of the gods were carried on ceremonial boats and brought out in procession from Karnak to Luxor, so that the gods were renewed and the kingship rejuvenated. November 4th, 2025. Walking through the temple, all its columns and grand statues were lit up, while up above in the dark night sky was seen the clear white glow of the full moon, as if it were the bright eye of Khonsu watching over the temple of his father. And as for the temple itself, it possessed such grace that its stones were light, sailing on our breath and raised up as if a silver boat, at rest in the midst of an ocean.